What's in your cup?
My cup is coffee. This time of the morning, it has to be coffee.
Coffee is the way. I have mine too. It's just water though. I'm a big water drinker. If it's not a coffee or some kind of caffeinated beverage, it's water. You're running for county commission. Why should you be elected?
I've been active in the quality of life issues for the last 15 years. The last 5 of them, I've been on the village council. I was the first mayor. And I have been advocating for quality of life issues in Lee County for a number of years, for 15 years. I have spoken in front of and advocated in front of the county commissioner many, many times, the Lee County South Florida Water Management District, and also the state legislature. I feel that I am probably the best qualified, because even the things I'm saying I'm for, I'm not just saying them because I'm running for election. I've been advocating for these same issues for 15 years. And that's the growth management, for mining, for impact fees, for water. Various times I've advocated for all those things.
So my next question is, do you think that more needs to be done for local businesses that are impacted by COVID-19?
I believe firmly that we need to do all we can. We were impacted tremendously, whether it be businesses or individuals. And there have been many people who have been hurt and are hurting today. The county received $134.5 million in the care package. They have been distributing that money, but I believe they have to do it at a quicker pace. The people are hurting today. People are supposedly getting the unemployment money from the state. That has been less than desirable in the way that's been given out. Even small businesses, they're running through their money, and a lot of them are just not going to be able to survive. So we have to be able to get this money out as fast as we possibly can and as efficiently as we possibly can.
Do you think Lee County is doing enough to slow the spread of COVID-19?
No, I do not. This is a very difficult question, and it's a very emotional question with people. I think that starting from the state, from the federal government, from the state, and into the county, we are not doing as much as we can. We should be, and everybody says that they're going to be following what the medical experts are saying, and yet we're not doing that. Lee Health has come out and said time and time again that they really should do everything we can to impose and make sure that people are wearing masks, people are socially distances, and we're not doing that. We're recommending it, but I don't think that's enough. I mean, we've seen that once we started opening up, we hit a spike again. We hope that we're now leveling off a little bit, but once I mean, if history shows us what we've done, we've seen that once we start relaxing those things, it happens again. And I know people are very upset by the fact that people are considering telling them that they must wear a mask. To me, you can draw a correlation between smoking. People are told they cannot smoke in buildings and in restaurants and in businesses today. Well, it's the same thing. Where they're being told not to smoke because it's going to protect other people. And that's the same thing with wearing masks. I believe we should be imposing a mask mandate that they must wear masks. Maybe it should come from the state, but if the state's not going to do it, then we should do it here. And you can't do it on a local basis, individual cities. It has to be done on at a minimum of a county-wide basis. And right now we have Collier County that's already passed it. And I think that Lee County should be passing that also.
Charlotte County also just passed one as well. So we
I know they were taking it up. So it's not that people, I mean, somebody who lives in Bonita Springs or in Fort Myers, they go shopping in Estero, or we go shopping in the other places. So you can't have different ordinances in different cities. It's got to be a county-wide thing, and the county should be passing that. And I don't understand why they're not, because right now, every medical expert that I've heard, or that I respect, has said that we should be coming out, and Lee Health has come out with it. They had a letter recently sent to the county commissioners, I think signed by their doctors there, saying that they should be doing it.
Where do you stand on giving money to corporations?
Well, having been in Lee County now for almost 20 years, I've seen we've done it both ways. At one time, we were giving nothing, and then we were really trying to stimulate business, and we went out and actively looking for people and giving them large sums of money. Unfortunately, that hasn't worked out too well. Some of them just were bad businesses. Some of them had some bad breaks. Some of them were just outright thieves. So those haven't worked out. Saying that, I think we have to continue to try to grow, but I think we should be putting our emphasis not on these major companies, which take millions of dollars to get them to come here. I think we should be encouraging small businesses. Small businesses are the backbone of this country. They are where the majority of people are employed by. And that's where we should be doing our emphasis, to try to help to either get businesses to come here that are small, to help them start, or to help them expand.
When you think about this area in Southwest Florida and Lee County, you think of the amazing beaches, the awesome waterways that we have here. You know, I get to look out my window and see the Caloosahatchee. It's just such a beautiful but water-driven area. So my next question is water quality still an issue that's top of mind for you?
It is. Water quality, if you ask somebody the number 1, 2, and 3 top issues, it's water, water, water. It's that way because, number 1, it controls the quality of life of those people who are living here. It determines how many people are coming to visit us on vacations and for tourism. It also determines how many people are going to keep coming to live here. So I mean, it's a very, very important issue, and it's something that we should be doing as much as we can to improve it. There isn't one person that you're going to speak to that's going to say they're not in favor of clean water. And we have been very fortunate that we're finally getting the federal government and the state government to come up with the money to help the Lake Okeechobee projects to get the water moving down into the Everglades. But we have to go more than that. As a Lee County resident, and hopefully as a Lee County County Commissioner, we have to take the steps that we can do locally to make a difference. And that is enforcement of fertilizer ordinances so that we don't pollute our waterways any further than they already are. And also it's the septic tank conversions. We have almost 100,000 septic tanks in Lee County, and most of them are very old, and unfortunately they're not working as well as they should be in a lot of cases. So we should be working in the short term to make sure that the septic tanks are working as good as they can, and in the long term we should be working for a conversion over to sewer systems. We're doing that in Estero right now. We're only 5 years old as a city, but right now we're working to get engineering done to see how we can start the conversion process.
And my final question is there anything else you want to add or anything else you think people should know?
Well, I think that I'm running because I have seen over the last 5 or 6 years that the county commissioners have been taking us in a direction that I feel is questionable and we should be looking at. I don't feel, I'm all for growth and we should continue to grow, but it should be smart growth. It shouldn't be growth at any cost. If we keep growing at the rate we're growing now and not taking care of the infrastructure that we need to support that, we end up with overcrowded schools, overcrowded roads, and not enough money to pay for it. We should be making sure that if we're going to have development, we have the infrastructure in place before it, and that any new building that we have in the county pays for itself for the infrastructure, or at least a good portion of it. If anybody is still looking and they haven't made up their mind yet who to vote, I hope they would go to my website. It's Batos 4 Lee County, and look up what I have done over the last 15 years, what I stand for, and hopefully I'll earn your vote.